Is there anything that gets the juices flowing like a rivalry game? And our matchup is bitter. It has barbs and shots thrown on and off the field over the years. Glad to have you with us in Athens, Ohio. Eaton Stadium, home to the Ohio Bobcats. As we'll see a squad from the Sun Belt, the Marshall Thundering Herd, taking on a squad hoping to prevent another L this week, the Ohio Bobcats. For EA Sports College Football, Reese Davis with you alongside David Pollack and Jesse Palmer. And guys, can't wait to get this one started. Marshall will kick off to get the festivities started. He'll bring it back from inside his 5. He was looking for some running room, but not much to be found as he stopped at the 18. So Ohio's offense will have the football first. These rivalry games can really get the blood pumping, and we'll see who can manage their emotions best early.
Everyone's been waiting for this game, right? You know, both of these teams have had this game circled all the way back to the beginning of the offseason, so you got to be able to play under control.
With passion, with energy, with hatred, because it's a rivalry game, but keep your emotions in check and making sure I'm controlling what I can control.
They'll go to the ground. He's stopped for no gain again. Back-to-back runs, and they have nothing to show for it except facing a 3rd and long. Back to throw, it's Singleton. Here comes the heat. Finds his tight end. Tackle is made right at the 22-yard line. That's not enough for the first down. The Bobcats decide to punt it away. This will be their first punt of the afternoon. Makes the catch, and now looking for just a little bit of daylight. He was able to get that ball up to the 48-yard line before he stopped on the return. So Marshall's offense will go to work for the first time today. And it was a rough showing last week, and it all started with the quarterback, Jesse.
Yeah, he looked lost in that last game out. I thought the defense did a really good job of confusing him, mixing up their looks and their pressure. So no different today. The defense obviously watched the film, and they're going to come out and they're going to try to do the exact same thing and get this guy rattled. So this quarterback, he has to know what to expect early in this one, David.
If I'm his offensive coordinator, I want to get started off on the right foot, man. Get the ground game going. Make it easy, because last week was such a disaster. We want to turn the page. We need some confidence. We need some good mojo. First drive, we need something good to happen early so we can forget about that last week.
Just what they were looking for, and he's got him set up in business at the 35 with a first down.
This is an offense that can move the sticks in a whole lot of different ways. Now you're seeing it on the option here. Great job by the quarterback. Reading the defense, there's nobody there taking him, so he puts his foot in the ground, he gets upfield, and he's got really nice elusiveness once he's out in the open field. He shows you that on that explosive play, picking up the first.
Man, those are frustrating, because you know you're supposed to catch that. You're supposed to secure it. It's going to happen, but it's just frustrating for those receivers. Just tap the chest. My bad, dog.
Second down, he'll throw it. The screen, he's got wheels. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. Passing game very effective on second down. What about here on 3rd? Looking for a man. It's Turner. Throws to the wideout. And the DB right with him to knock it away.
And no surprise, this offense has their foot on the pedal, trying to take advantage of a defense that struggled in their last game. Obviously, they lost that one, but nice play early, swatting that ball away. That should help this defense's confidence.
They'll try to get something out of this drive and kick the field goal here on 4th down. And this one is anything but routine, a 48-yard attempt from the right hash. It's good. And that'll put the first points of the game on the board. It's 3-0.
And that's not the way they wanted to end the drive, but nice job being ready and your field goal kicker coming through and putting 3 points on the board.
So the kickoff team is out there ready to boot it away after putting up a field goal. Let's see what the defense can do. He'll start the return inside his 5. Didn't find any crease in that kickoff coverage, and he'll be stopped at the 17. First snap of this drive will come from their own 17. Off the play fake on first down to throw. And the ball comes out. What a disastrous play. Offense scoops it up and still going.
Well, ball security doesn't just apply to running backs and receivers. QB's got to keep two hands on the ball as well. And they're very lucky after that fumble that the offense jumped on.
Back to pass on second down. Unloads to the right. Now they've got even more breathing room out to the 31 and a fresh set of downs. A first down for the offense. Wants to go up top on first down. Rushes on him. He's going to run it. And he'll pick up one. It brings up 2nd and 9. You guys have both played in rivalry games, so what did you do to keep yourself locked in during that week of preparation, David?
Well, you try to keep your emotions in check, but it's really, really hard to do because a lot of times the hatred is so strong. The emotions are so real. The coaches get super tight, and they start talking about things, Jesse, so you don't just treat it as another game.
No, it's hard to handle the anxiety leading up to those games, not just because of what it means to your season, but because of what the fans are saying, what your coaches are saying, what your family and friends are saying, understanding how important those rivalries are.
And the Bobcats are moving quickly down the field. Taylor has it, fighting off the defender. Out of bounds at the 49-yard line, but not before getting it into opponent territory. After the 3-yard pickup, they come to the line 2nd and 7. Now the play fake. Fires to the tight end. He's knocked out of bounds at the 42. Solid pickup on that one.
Well, it's a nice job, too, of the quarterback after the play fake there, getting his eyes down the field. He had to get that to his tight end quickly, knowing he wasn't going to have a lot of space to run with after the catch.
Absolutely nowhere to go as this defense makes a 3rd down stop. The Bobcats will send out the punt unit. This will be the 2nd time they've had to kick it away. And no shot at a return here as the punt goes out of bounds. They'll try to put a drive together starting from their own 12. QB draw. Got the first down and more. And he's brought down after a nice gain.
Great job by the quarterback, the running back, and the offensive line really selling pass. That's step one. If you're going to run an effective draw, it's got to look like pass, and then boom, you sneak it right to the running back, gets a big gain, and gets a first down.
And a good job in coverage there as they stop it after just a few.
And I love when my quarterback sees zone and knows exactly where to go with the football. Sees the wide receiver running the drag route, knows when to throw it, pulls the trigger for the easy completion.
Find some fresh air. They opened the lane and he hit it a gain of 5 out to the 33. We've reached the break and Marshall is on top. 1 period in the books, and let's take a look at the stats. So they go back to work after the break, and it is 3rd down. He'll pull it on the read. Oh, he's got some space. Nifty little scamper on this one. Enough for the first down, and he slides in safely.
And that's a nice job by this QB. Great job. You show patience, right? Like, if they don't come take me, I'm going to keep running. That's how I go pick up another first down, move the sticks, and this offense can keep churning.
Got room at the 35. Breaks into the open on the left. And he'll take it in and house it. Touchdown, Thundering Herd. Well, they started with horrible field position, but ended with perfect field position in the middle of the end zone.
It all comes down to execution, Reese. You've got to have guys going out and doing their jobs. You saw the offensive line up front. They were physical. Skill players made it happen with the ball in their hands, and the quarterback really showed command on that last drive.
PAT unit on the field. And with the extra point, they're now up by a touchdown and a field goal at 10. And let's check in with Kevin Connors in the studio. Kevin?
Hey, fellas, here's a quick update on a top 15 clash today. Oklahoma is trailing, but don't tell me this team can't come back. I once saw Jalen Hurts lead the Sooners back from 28-3 down. We'll see what they're made of today. They're trailing by just 4 to Georgia. It's an outcome that, if it holds, will have SEC fans buzzing all week. Guys?
Oh, and how about that? I know Kevin and those guys will be keeping an eye on it for us. And now on second down for this offense. To the air, it's Singleton. And it'll be incomplete. This defense is physical in pass deep. Ball sitting right at the 30. It'll be third and short. From the gun, wants to pass. Bringing the heat. That's reeled in. It's Taylor. And the completion gives him a fresh set of downs and keeps this drive moving.
That's why you got to study your playbook. For all young quarterbacks out there watching, you're not always going to be able to throw it to the intended target. You've got to know where your check down options are because you're going to get hit at some point. You've got to be able to get rid of it. Nice job understanding the playbook.
Looking downfield on first down. A strike downfield. They bring him down, but the big play will move the sticks.
And you've seen the evolution of these slot receivers. They're just matchup nightmares. They're hard to get your hand on. A lot of times they're off the football. You can't jam them. These guys are so productive, and offenses really feature their best players most time in those slot positions.
Stopped in the backfield. He's going to lose 3 yards on the play.
Yeah, they're just going to need more push up front. There was nowhere for that running back to go. The offensive line got moved right back into his lap, and as a result, they lose yards on that play.
They'll move the tight end. On the ground, it's Hart. And the defense holds firm. No pickup at all on that play. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. On third and long, hoping to throw beyond the sticks. He took a hit as he threw it and couldn't deliver the... Oh, it's incomplete and fourth down's coming. And the Bobcats will punt this one away. That thing was down for a while, but the big bounce carried it into the end zone, and it'll be a touchback. The Marshall offense makes its way back onto the field. They cashed in on a short field last time they had it, and now they'll go to work from their own end. They'll snap it from the 20 for the opening play of this drive. Gives it on the option. Stopped in the backfield, and that'll be a loss of 2.
And defense nowadays, they don't look at stats of what is the yards per rush. They look at how many negative plays they can create. Because why? Now you look at second down, man, it just became very predictable for this offense. Nice job. On first down.
Not what they had in mind to start this drive. Here comes 2nd and 13. Just couldn't quite stay in bounds while making that grab. It's incomplete. Marshall needs a near miracle on this 3rd and long. Dropping back, it's Turner. Catch in the middle, it's Harmon. And they'll mark him down after making that grab, and that's one way to start digging out of that hole, but they are still short of the first down. Marshall will be forced to punt. He's going to try to flip the field with this one. The solid return there offsets some of the punt yardage and really sets up this offense nicely. Opening snap of this drive comes from the 38-yard line. To the air on first down. Quickly complete. He's going to be out of bounds, but not before he gets it to midfield. Now they'll try to cash in this drive. 1st and 10 from the 50. Rides the back on the option to give. And he's able to shed one tackle, but still just a very short gain.
The big fella in the middle, man. Those defensive tackles, they go such a long way in deciding and really stopping the other team's run game. Just forcing contact with those guards and those centers, owning the line of scrimmage, and getting running backs on the punt.
And they'll stop him just short of the first down, just inches away from moving the sticks. Surging forward on the sneak. All down, but they'll move the sticks as he picks up the first down.
Yeah, that's what my old college coach used to call Red Snoopy. Little QB sneak. Just get it, tuck your head down, drive those legs, get the first.
The Bobcats will snap it on 1st and 10. Wants to throw on first down. Caught behind the line. It's Taylor. And they're able to force him out of bounds after a short pickup. Behind the chains now on 2nd and long. Looking to fire. Grabbed behind the line, it's Hart. Not much running room there thanks to this senior defender. Got to get to the line quickly for this 3rd down play. Looking downfield, it's Singleton. Wide open downfield. Ripping off a good chunk inside the 25, and they're set up with a first down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. Looking to throw on first down. Quick completion on the out route. And he goes out of bounds after coming up with positive yardage there. And the Bobcats can play this 2nd down a lot of ways with just a few yards to go. Wants to go up top. Fires to the wideout. He caught it. They get him stopped at the 5-yard line, but it will be 1st and goal from there. Timeout called here by the defense. It's the first one they've used this half. 1st and goal and a touchdown here really gives them momentum. Just keep slinging it. Pocket breaking down. Can't make the connection, and the defense putting on the heat and forcing the incompletion. Can the defense stop them again on 2nd and goal? Back to pass. They're setting up the screen. They've got him now, and he almost picked up that first down on the screen. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. They've worked it down to the 4-yard line, but now it's 3rd and goal. Trying play action. Here's the pressure. Didn't have much of a choice, just had to throw that one away. It'll be 4th down. Here comes the field goal unit. And he'll boot one from the right hash. He ought to be able to navigate that angle from this distance. Just drives it between the uprights. This is now a 7-point game. So they get the field goal, now about to kick it away, and you get a stop here, and you go to halftime feeling really good about things. He'll bring it back from inside the 15. And the return man showing great vision to be able to find some space and put his team in much better field position. Marshall takes over the ball, the Thundering Herd offense coming out. Didn't get anything done, 3 and out on their last series. They'll try to find a rhythm here. They'll get a chance to work on that hurry-up offense here in the final minute of the first half. Trying to make magic with his feet. He found a little opening and got loose. They couldn't stop him in the backfield, so a solid pickup there. Scanning the field, it's Turner. Under fire. Had to throw it before he wanted. He gets rid of it, but I don't think they're going to let him get away with that. Nope, here comes the flag. The officials offer the deal, and the coach accepts it. They will take the penalty. The Thundering Herd needing a ton of ground to get it to that first down marker. On 3rd and long, he's going to have to throw for it. Going to try to get it himself. He stopped just inches away from the first down, but boy, can he buy time and strike fear into the heart of a defense. Marshall will be forced to punt. This will be the second time they've had to kick it away. He makes the fair catch just outside his own 10 at the 11-yard line. Time dwindling away as they try to put points on the board right before the half. The give to the back. After that one, not quite so backed up as they're up to the 18-yard line. That's going to wrap up the first half here, and now we join Kevin with the halftime update.
Guys, rivalry games always bring out a ton of emotions, and they were on full display in that first half.
The Bobcats will kick it off to start the second half. From inside his own 10, let's see what he gets. He's out of bounds at the 31 after a nice return. The Marshall offense makes its way back onto the field. The sledding has been tough. Scores have been at a premium, Jesse, and every possession seems like it could switch the momentum of the game.
Yeah, Reese, for this offense, just feels like they just haven't been as physical. And for this offensive coordinator, David, he's having to go deep into the playbook just to try to generate a first down.
Well, and the good thing is there's not a ton of game pressure because the other side's not scoring either. But if you can find that one thing, get that one positive play, and then maybe you get those juices going and something can start to build.
And maybe he'll get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that. The Thundering Herd faces a 3rd and short. They'll try to power their way ahead. They bring him down, but not before he's able to pick up the first down.
And that's a great sign for this offense because this year we know there's been a little bit of inconsistency, and I think the biggest problem has been 3rd down. Right there, nice job executing.
Turning it on. He's at the 20. And he'll take it to the house. He got loose. Touchdown, Herd! Now they've got a little breathing room. They are in firm control of this game, guys, but you never want to let up in a rivalry game.
Because it only takes one play. We know how much of a factor momentum can be in these types of rivalry games, David, so this game's still far from over.
And this is where my leadership and my experience comes into play. When you got guys that have been through these fires, been through these rivalry games, you know the swings happen quick. Now you got to swing it back your way.
Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. A lot of field in front of them as they open this possession from their own 20. Not much there. Picks up a couple to the 22. Picked up 2 yards on that last one. They need 8 on 2nd down. They'll leave it with him. Finds his way ahead for 5, and now they've got it at the 28. And the Bobcats come to the line on 3rd down, trying to keep this drive alive. They'll run play action. Grab behind the line. It's Blake. Such a big part to convert these 3rd downs, and they've got it at the 42.
And that's why they got to keep running the football, man, because play action is going to be a big part of this game plan. You've got to get this tight end over the middle of the field vertically and give him an opportunity because you just saw how dangerous he is after the catch.
Grabbed over the middle. It's Taylor.
Yeah, and you see running backs in today's football, they play a wide receiver basically for you, but you got to find a guy that you can throw it to, and you know he's going to catch the ball consistently.
Picked up some yardage with that completion, now second down. The run to the left. And he was fortunate not to lose yardage on that play, able to wedge it back to the line of scrimmage. And this offense can ill afford to come up empty on this drive, already trailing by multiple possessions. Shakes off the defender. He'll be stopped short of the line to gain. Needed about 3 more on that one. The Bobcats line up to punt it away. He'll try to really get into this one. A fairly short distance here toward the sidelines, not his best work. Marshall takes over the ball, the Thundering Herd offense coming out. First play of this drive comes from the 27. Give to the running back. Defense fills those gaps. He's got 1 to the 28.
Man, it's really hard to control the running game if you don't control the line of scrimmage. And how about the defensive line doing a great job attacking those guys up front, not open up lanes to run through. Nice job just nullifying that run altogether.
He picks up maybe a couple before he stopped right at the 30-yard line. The Thundering Herd trying to dial one up to convert on third down. To the air, it's Turner. The sure hands, it's Harmon. Ripping off a pretty good chunk of yardage. They've got it out to the 41 with a first down.
The defense has got to be able to make a play at some point here in the second half. You're down 2 possessions. You need to steal a possession badly. You need to have a takeaway. The coverage is going to have to be way tighter than on that last throw. Otherwise, this offense is just going to go up and down the field.
Man, you put those slot receivers in there, and here's why you do it. You back them off the football a lot of times, but who's guarding them? A lot of times those are linebackers. Those are safeties. You get those good matchups where you can feature one of your speedsters, and a lot of times good things happen.
Marshall now lines up trying to convert on third and short. They'll try to pick up the first through the air. Pass falls incomplete, but that was basically a free play as the defense was offsides, and this is going to be a first down.
Offense will take that. Free 5 yards every time. Bad discipline by the defense.
Marshall back at it with another 1st and 10. Oh, he'll keep it on the draw. He never had a chance on the draw. Tackled almost as soon as he got the ball. Guys, it is Marshall carrying the lead into the quarter break. This has been utter domination through 3 quarters, and the stats will back that up. Chance to mull things over. Let's see how they start the final period here on second down. Grabbed in the middle, it's Stevens. And an absolutely fearless tackle, giving up size, still got him on the turf.
I think that time offensively, you're just trying to take what the defense is giving you, right? They're playing zone coverage. You got your big fella just working right over the ball. It's an easy pitch and catch. Just take the profit and let's keep going.
Dropping back, it's Turner. Under fire. And a big deflection on third down forces a 4th down. Marshall will be forced to punt. He's got it. He's able to pick his way for just a bit, but he'll be stopped at the 18. Good job by the punt team. They'll start this drive from the 18-yard line. Tight end now in motion. Looking for space. It's Hart. And he's almost to that first down marker there, saying he's a little bit short. They might want to bring out the sticks and measure, but it looks as if he'll be just short of the first down. Second and short, maybe looking for a shot. Caught, close to the marker, it's Hart. He's run out of bounds, but he's got enough to move the sticks. With a first down, they'll snap it from the 32. Looking to throw on first down. Incomplete, thanks to the great defensive pressure there that sort of threw them out of rhythm. What will they dial up on second and a long way to go? They'll throw again after the incompletion. Snagged in the middle, it's Taylor. Really nice job there by both guys to throw and the catch to work that defense and get the first down. And the Bobcats have this offense rolling. Wants to go up top on first down. He breaks a tackle. And he is going to lose yardage. Nowhere to run as he is forced out of bounds. The Bobcats trying to find their way forward after the big loss on the last play. To throw, it's Singleton. He's got him. Caught, and he's close to a first down on the nice pickup there. They have work in front of them on third and short from the 42. They'll try to move the chains on the ground. Putting together a real scoring threat here as they pick up the first down at the 36. And the Bobcats kept this drive moving on the ground, now back to work. They're going to ride this running back. Had to work to pick up 3 down to the 33-yard line. After the productive first down play, it's second and 6. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. Second down, they'll go to the air. And the quarterback runs out of time, and down he goes at the 38. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. The defense all revved up after that earlier sack, and they'll try to stop him right here. Oh, they're after him. Got it in the middle, it's Pugh. Just making a play, getting it to the 23-yard line. It'll be first down. The Bobcats moving quickly to the line.
Well, down 2 possessions. Good news is you get the completion. Bad news, though, did not get out of.
Rush coming in hot, and they got him at the 29. Big loss on the last play threatens to knock this drive off course. It's second and 16. Looking to fire. Pressure coming. And he feels the heat coming, and it burns him up. Another sack. Now a lot of work to do to move the chains, keep this drive alive after that earlier sack. Makes the grab. It's Pugh. What a play by this defense, and they stop him short. It'll be fourth down. On fourth down, trying to find his man. Complete and looking for enough for the first down. Will not get there. A fourth down stop. The give and tick, 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 tick. Really good job to pick up a chunk of yardage and get it out to the 39-yard line. Quick timeout called by the defense, stopping the clock to save as much time as possible for their offense. They created a lot of breathing room with that first play of the drive. Now first down from the 39. They'll power it inside with the fullback. And a good, solid pickup before the defense cuts him down. Defense uses a timeout quickly, trying to get that ball back and preserve time for their offense. The Thundering Herd to the line, facing a second and short. Out of the gun, the give to the back. Really good job by everybody there. Well blocked, good run, and a first down. Timeout called there by the defense, desperate to get the ball back and save as much time as possible. Marshall back at it with another first and 10. They'll go to the fullback. Breaks the tackle. Not much working there. It'll be 2nd and 9. Got a little work done on first down. Now back to the line. Clock stops. We have reached the 2-minute timeout, and this offense just a couple of minutes away from putting one in the win column. You got to believe they just want to run it, take care of the football, and keep that clock moving on 2nd and 9. He has the first and still on his feet.
Yeah, it's make or break time for this defense now. They got to get a stop, and if that's bringing more bodies in, bringing more beef in, they're running the football right up the gut, right at you. They're not going to throw the football in this situation. Time to be more physical and get this big stop.
Nice pickup on the ground there, and they'll move the sticks with the first down.
That's got to be demoralizing if you're the defense. You're trailing. You need to get the ball back. You got to get off the field, but you can't stop the run when they're going between the tackles. This defense is going to have to get a lot more physical, especially in the middle.
And you can tell that the QB wants to run. He's going to be a big part of the game plan, and the defense really, really understands that. I got to understand, and more importantly, when I get a lick on this cat, I got to take it. Like, not dirty, not cheap shots, but ending plays when I can be physical and really make him feel me. I think that'll always bode well in a fourth quarter game.
Great job by that defender. I mean, he timed that snap count perfectly, got into the backfield and created the negative play.
No matter how much college football changes, realignment, all of that kind of stuff, rivalries are consistent, and winning rivalry games, well, that's just the best.
Because they hate each other so much. So you take the field against your rival. You're able to put forth a performance like that. That is worth its weight in gold, David. Unbelievable effort here by the winning team, and bragging rights now for a while.
Bragging rights for a while. It's a fun thing to be able to accomplish. Now we also got to take in the next couple games, because this is always, there's a letdown that naturally happens after these big rivalry wins. We feel like our chest is poked out. We got to look on to the next game.